going fast enough for you?
No, it's fine. It just seems very awkward the way you're doing it.
No, you need to clean out this little
Oh,
lip.
that little lip in there that holds the
You need
cover.
that. Yes, I don't know if you can see that on camera, but there's a little lip there to clean out. And you can't do that with a shovel either. You hook that thing and put that back in. Get it out. And then you cover it up with some coals. Ready for some more wood.
I love the crackle of fires. You always have so much fun starting your wood stove, don't you?
Hey, it's fun starting a wood stove. It's nice. It's I don't know, calming and relaxing, and it's I don't know, all kinds of things. Rewarding. Our window is very dirty.
Yes.
We got a good draft though. Ah, it's still there. I'll stick my hand in there. Wonky pieces.
Well,
There.
and that'll be good for how long?
Well, if I throw this guy in there, that'll be good till, I don't know, 6 o'clock tonight.
Crazy.
Easy. What time is it now? A little after 10. It'll be good. The fishing stove. I got water running.
What you doing?
Pretending to ice fish. Well, we're ice fishing, but we're not really. We're fishing, not catching. That's for sure.
Yeah, here's inside the ice hut out on the lake. It's pretty nice. Hold on to this really well.
Yeah, don't lose that. Down the hole.
How thick is the ice?
I don't know.
Looks like 12 inches anyway.
Let's see.
Yeah, 12
About.
for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd say.
this is 12 now. Yeah. We'll give you a ride back.
There's a fish down there. There's another one. There's several.
It's the same fish.
Duh, it's the same fish. Well, that's no good. It's pretty windy out today. the hut is anchored. It's got these straps. They're dropped down into a hole in the ice and frozen in there. It's tied. As the hut gets raised up, we just raise those up. It looks good out here. Well, I am finally getting around to putting a coat of urethane on our bench before it starts to get stained and dirty, just so I can clean it easier. Alright, I'm sure you guys have seen enough of this. So I'm going to turn the camera off and I'm going to get this done, and it'll be better. So that's all done. I'm going to put a second coat on it when this is dry. Just on the top and the front, I think, because I think the rest is fine. I just need it to be easier to clean when Jeff sits on that with his greasy coveralls and things like that. So that's all good. I don't know if people have noticed or not, but I have bandages on my fingers. I was working in the shop a couple of days ago and I did something incredibly stupid, and I was very careless and I cut these two fingers with a circular saw. Thank goodness it is just cut on the flesh. I didn't lose any fingers and I didn't lose any parts of my fingers. It's just a flesh wound. I have several stitches and it's going to be scarred very badly, because I don't know if anybody has ever cut themselves with a saw before, but they don't cut nice and clean. They just tear at the flesh, and I feel very fortunate that it was just a flesh wound, so to speak, but it scared the shit out of me, and I spent a few hours in the hospital, and several stitches later, here I am. They're supposed to be wrapped up a lot more, but the doctor wants me to let them breathe a little bit, so I just put some regular bandages on for now. I was just doing a simple job that I thought I'd just zip that off quick, and next thing you know, there's blood on the floor and my fingers are bleeding, and Jeff and I are on our way to the hospital. But like I said, I have all my fingers still, and unbelievably, I have almost no pain. There's a lot of sensation still, so that's good, and I can move them okay, so that's good too. But a little bit of a cautionary tale, I guess, for anybody else that, you know, you can't, just because you think it's going to be quick and simple, doesn't mean it's going to be quick and simple. And I know I'm not always as cautious as I should be, obviously. This is a huge lesson for me to don't take things for granted. Don't assume that everything's going to be okay. I will definitely be more cautious from now on. And the simple jobs are the ones that could lead to the worst injuries. There's a little bit more to this tale, actually. On our way to the hospital, we hit a deer. So there was the question, because I was bleeding pretty badly, and Jeff is like, well, what are we going to do now? It didn't do any damage to the car. It hit the side of the car, and we think she slipped on the pavement and ended up getting under the back wheel of the car. So we turned around. She was still very much alive, and Jeff just pulled her off the road. Think she probably broke her back because she couldn't move. So I told Jeff, I said, take me to the hospital. So where was I? My phone rang and I had to go answer my phone. So I think I left off with Jeff dragging her off the road. She was very much alive. The decision was made that Jeff would take me to the hospital, and since he can't go in anyway because of COVID, I said just drop me off and then call one of his friends, Dan, to come out and help with the deer. And while he was doing that, we were hoping that by the time we got back that she will have died. So Jeff got back and she was still alive. But because she was paralyzed, we assume that she couldn't move. So Jeff dispatched her quickly and painlessly. And yeah, Dan came and he had a tarp in the back of his car, and they picked her up and they threw her in the car, and she is now hanging in our shop. Poor girl, laid there for a long time and suffered badly, I would think. But yeah, we got another deer in the freezer, so that's a good thing, I guess. Unfortunately, it was under terrible circumstances for her. My car is not damaged, just a little bit of trim off the bottom of the door on the one side that can just be put right back on. So deer in the freezer, fingers chopped up, and Varathane put on the bench.